Hello, everyone. How are we all doing? I'm making sure the lighting is not too bright. So I'll move it that way. There we go. So, how is everyone? That's actually making it focus weird. Dave, is the fella here yet? I'm here. I'm here, Dave. How are you, Kenny? Andrew, how are you? How is everyone on this fine Friday night, cold night? Um, he's not dead yet. No, Kenny's not dead yet. Please try not to kill Kenny so early. Uh, but yeah, so how has everyone been? Has everyone had a good weekend? Or a good week, I should say, because it's the start of the weekend. And uh, some little bits and pieces actually that have happened. Dave, my stuff has arrived. It is actually at that address, so I will have to go and collect it. PD, how's tricks? I believe you're new to the live stream. You're more than welcome. Uh, we always accept new people, shall we say? Nick, how are you? And David, what's everyone drinking? I'm actually drinking Club Orange at the minute. Stan, how are you? I've no drinking cap on. We'll have to change that though. I'll have to get a drinking cap. Ah, one for Dave and Stan. Oh, no, there we go. Drinking cap is on. All check. Glad to hear you can undertake the brush past. New to the stream, looking forward to it. Love the channel. Thanks very much, PD. Thank you very much. We we just basically have a laugh and a joke and cause trouble. T, not the DDR kind. Stan is obviously got family commitments, something to do tomorrow. Yeah, so there we go. So drinking hat on with my Club Orange, and we're all good. So there it will be hopefully in the next few days. Um, Dave, who's there, he's organised and arranged to send me some more DDR East German equipment to go with a uniform that I have that's in the box up there, and we will be doing a mannequin on a whole lot of it. Not this weekend, but it will be coming up. Good evening from Sweden to you all. I'm drinking vodka mixed with good stuff. Vodka mixed with good stuff. I wonder what that is. I have some Jamesons. David's a true Irishman. Jamesons. Yeah, love this live stream every Friday. Thank you very much. You're more than welcome to uh, participate. I hope my Irish accent doesn't upset you too much being Swedish. Or are you Swedish? Because I know Irish people can speak very fast. Like Steel Helmet Stand there can barely understand me most of the time. So, uh, what is happening? So, what is happening this weekend? We have two videos coming up Saturday, Sunday, which is tomorrow and Sunday. Um, as you can see, Fritz has been moved. He has been changed. Um, he is coming up in another video, and that is why he's not here. So at the moment, we have the female UDR uniform, RUC uniform. We have the Vietnam jacket or shirt. My RUC man or my UDR man is over there. Green jacket is here. Oh, my RUC man is there. So we're missing one mannequin. So he is being kitted out for something for an upcoming project. Um, won't be up this weekend, but it will be up over next, probably next weekend actually. So that is what is happening. Kenny Rebel, the Paras documentary from '83 is on BBC iPlayer. Irish, uh, there was I did come across a documentary actually that was there the other day. Yeah, I'm Swedish and no problem understanding everything that's been said. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Um, on YouTube too. I must look up that. I know I found a part one of a para documentary, class four or something or other. But I didn't find the second part of it. So yeah. So how's everyone been anyways? Anyone got any nice little pieces for their collection over the week? It's only the first episode. Yes, that must be the one that I was talking about because I could only find the first part. I can't find the second part. Um, have I any garage econ equipment or uniform for the period? I do have a garage. For those of you that can't speak Irish or don't understand Irish, Garda Síochána is civil guard. They're the Irish police force. The police force down south on the south of the border. Um, that's who the Garda Síochána is. Civil guard. Well, it's Garda Síochána, so it's guards of civil. So yeah, it's weird. It's backwards. But yeah, um, so the I do have some items. I don't have much, but I do have some items. I've got a cap from that era. The Irish Army and police and prison service and all that type of stuff in Ireland is very, very, very hard to get equipment from. The only way you will do it, they don't do surplus. The only way you will do it is if you know somebody that has actually been in either of the services because they don't do surplus. So it's very hard to get it. Um, I'm back, had to grab my dinner. Oh, Kenny, no problem. Uh, I've got a World War Two. Where do you go? I was just reading that, whatever it was, World War Two militaria, something about a World War Two, something or other. Um, I got some Soviet wire cutters. I'm sad like that. They're very interesting though, Soviet wire cutters. I got an RAF post-war grey coat corporal chevron, corporal stripes, I presume, on it for £20. Great deal. Rifle green. Evening. How are you? I got a Bundeswehr mess kit and MG ammo tin. Very cool. You're obviously all been going to shows and stuff, have you? This is bloody all bugger all shows here at the minute. Managed to pick up some bits for my Diac MG53. Told the wife it was Christmas stuff and held it away in the kit room. Sounds like a plan. Sounds good. I got a World War Two Mark II Brody helmet with net. Cool. Very cool. Still digging up World War Two US bits, 50 cal shells, buttons, collar tabs, and extra. Yeah, you're doing that in a site in the UK, though, aren't you? James, I have a World War Two Luftwaffe observer badge on the way from an auction in Germany. Very cool. I've made a sandbag cover. I've made a sandbag cover for my Mark V respirator haversack 1941 style. Very cool. Um, Yeah, my collecting has slowed down hugely at the minute due to Christmas, but I have some bits and bobs coming. Dave has kindly sent me some bits and pieces. I believe I'm waiting on a Glengarry from Andrew, and in the opposite way, I have been so bloody busy. I have a box that is being sent hopefully Monday to World War Two militaria for his winning of the raffle. I have a book on the way to Stan. I have another little care package on the way to Andrew just to say thanks. And Dave, I must get on to Dave to send me his address so I can send him something. I got a Garda riot helmet from the period, blue, light blue. I actually think it is a motorcycle helmet with a Perspex face cover. In my opinion, did not affect much protection. but nice item. Yeah, it did happen a lot during that time frame where they literally jerry rigged items. You see it here with the Cromwell helmet, which is this one. That was actually a motorbike helmet that the British Army jerry rigged to make it a riot helmet, pretty much. Um, so you do see it happening in the period. Even the Mark IV helmets weren't designed. Sorry, this one. Yeah, that one. They weren't designed to be riot helmets, but they jerry rigged them. Managed to get matching trousers for my pattern 60 DPM uniform. I can now start work on my British soldier in Northern Ireland in 1972. I have a tunic. I don't have a pants, but the Irish Army pants is pretty much the same as it, so I might just substitute that first. So we'll wait and see. Collector's Fair at Yield near Bristol this Sunday. Oh, Collector's Fair at Yet. I don't think I'd make it over for that one quite yet. Also got a Swiss M51 helmet from YouTuber Frank Peter Van der Groot. Uh, well, that's on the way. He's donated to my collection. Very cool. I see a Vietnam NVA helmet on Facebook Market earlier. In I presume that's in England, or is it in Ireland? Kenny, you're not in Ireland, I don't think, are you? No, I think Kenny's in England. Yeah, as far as I know, Kenny is in England. These hats are like they're very What size is this one? They don't stay on very well. No marks on it. And Dave taught me to make sure you have this little bit closed. It's not to be open. They didn't like wearing them open. So there you go. Yeah. So what have I on the way for me? Dave has kindly done some horse trading with me, and we have got I have got a NVA webbing set on the way with all the bits and pieces and stuff for it. Still not complete. There's still one or two little bits and pieces that needs to be done with it, but I do have an NVA East Sherman uniform up there in my Tupperware box, um, with my helmet and stuff. So we'll be putting that on a mannequin with Dave's help, and we will hopefully be doing it. I reckon all DDR headwear is 57 centimeters or smaller. I'll just check actually because I have a few of them right here. So I have this one, but there's no date on this one. That's 60 actually. Size 60. The older style Bundeswehr hat. Then I have the older style East German hat, which is 53, which must be tiny. Yeah, it's tiny. The new one. There we go. What else have I? That's Bundeswehr. Or sorry, that's East German DDR. Then we have the other East German material, size 53, also for a midget. There we go. We have the older one. No, this one is actually a good fit on me. There we go. That one is actually a good fit on me. I wear it better than most conscripts. But yeah, you're right. The East German or the West German stuff, 59. 87 and 98 or 78. So we'll wear this one because it seems to be a better fit than the other midget ones. So that's all my DDR caps. And they're all different periods and they're all different styles. I think I'm missing one though. So hopefully we will eventually pick that up. For a guy that never collected Cold War stuff, I seem to have gotten a rake of it over the last year, including pew pews. Or items, replica items for reenacting purposes. Paperweight, YouTube, don't have a canary, um, don't work, don't do anything, don't go bang bang, don't go put put, don't do anything. There you go. I do need to change this furniture though. It's very. I need to redden it up a bit. Uh, Surge is for conscripts. Twirl material is for short time and career soldiers and officers. Oh, okay. I've got a few Bundy caps that fit me, but all my DDR headwear is too small for a 60 centimeter plus stuff. Oh, yeah, tired tonight. Whatever's wrong with me, guys. I am tired tonight. So, yeah, so the videos that are coming up this weekend are Northern Ireland related. For those of you that are interested in that type of stuff, um, well, one of them is anyway, the other one isn't. But you'll have to wait and see. It's a surprise what they are, but you will have to wait and see. I'm trying to find a Bundeswehr Proficiency Award. No, any sources. I don't. Dave might, Stan might, but I don't know any sources. How much would a DDR cap cost on average? Oh, these caps, you can buy these from, I've seen them from €5 to €10 to €20. It really depends. Um, they are starting to dry up though. A lot of the Eastern, a lot of the Cold War stuff, the East German and West German stuff, is drying up. I can remember picking up the likes of these type of caps for pennies. They're up on 20, 30 euros now, if not more, depending where you see them. I think it happens everyone. You start collecting one style type era, then it just explodes and wife bans you to the attic. Well, yeah, I'm not quite banned to the attic yet, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Um, actually, don't mind going up to the attic because the attic is bigger than where she has me thrown at the minute, or where I am thrown at the minute, I should say. But yeah, hopefully we'll get there. Um, I did make an inquiry about to what price Glory Central Europe. So hopefully in the next month or two, possibly, I will be making an order for my World War II uniform, and then we shall have that almost completed. I won't say completed because it's never always completed. Kenny Rebel Centre of Britain Army Surplus has loads of stuff. His eBay shop is called, okay, it's Snuffkish. I don't know, I can't pronounce that. I always wrote checking out Brandy combat jackets, Bundy combat jackets. They never bother removing them. Always worth checking out Bundy combat jackets. They never bother removing them. Oh yeah, the pockets is all. Always check the pockets of any surplus stuff because you'll be surprised. A lot you all rank markings, name badges, flags, things like that. You'll always find them in the pocket. Sometimes notebooks. I found a notebook one time in the pocket. Um, where have we gone? Thanks, Steelhammer Stan. I'll check out that shop. Yeah, I know Sufkanish as well. There we go. Don't even ask me to pronounce that name. So, how are shows going actually in the UK or wherever you are? If we've any American people in at the minute, but here in Ireland, they are talking about putting us back into lockdown again. So I'd say I don't know whether I'll be getting to shows in Ireland in the foreseeable future, but hopefully I try to plan on getting to some in England because I do have my double jab or my triple jab, I should say. I'm already double jab, but I'm getting a booster the end of this month. So hopefully, I can get to the UK for some stuff. I must get my webbing and kit from for my Bundy kit. I got most. Oh, sorry, I got most of my webbing and my Bundy kit. Where have we gone? Kenny Rebel. Yeah, I think I remember you saying that I bought a ton of stuff off him. Just got a DDR Air Force visor cap. It is it was an DDR newspaper in the liner. Oh, cool. John John McCain. PD, no problem. My local shows are okay at the moment. Next one is second Sunday in yeah. I'll have to get to UK. I haven't got any. I haven't got to any recently, but I'm planning to get to a couple in December. Yeah, there's none. There's none here at the minute. I prefer the shoes as you can haggle online. The prices is the price. Yeah, the shows I presume you mean. I haven't been to a show in 2 years now because of COVID. So most of my horse trading has been online and on the internet on eBay, things like that. So I wouldn't mind getting to a show. I did send a show that I was interested in going to a few of the lads that are in England to see if it is worth going to, and they seem to say yeah, it's a good show. So I probably might go, because obviously going to England and stuff, I will have to pick and choose what shows I go to. I could even go to Europe to a show if it was big enough or good enough. But we'll wait and see. Um, got similar always prominent delivery items as listed top guy if it's on eBay. You like him. Hello, hello, hello. Poland is calling. Jim, hello. How are you? Don't kill Kenny, please. Um, was there any worries for the IRA using crude chemical weapons in the Troubles? No, they never got to that. The They never use chemical weapons. I don't think. They wouldn't have had the stockpile of chemical weapons. Nail bombs, dirty bombs, things like that. They were astounded and very good at. But I don't actually remember them ever talks of a chemical bomb being used or anything like that. Yeah, I've been to the shop in Hartwhistle a couple of times. The cellar is packed with all sorts. Very good. Evening, Jim. Jim Timber has just parachuted in. Is a goal of mine. I don't know. I stand, mate. I promise Kenny is safe. Okay, so don't. So nobody. Kenny, you're okay at the minute. Nobody's going to try and kill you. Um, so yeah, so that's one of my AKs, and then my other AK is actually rigged up for how, for some reason, this was very popular for paramilitaries. This type of setup in the Northern Ireland Troubles. Again, YouTube, paperweight, no go bang bang, no go pew pew. It's just a copy for reenactment and display purposes. So yeah, this is known as. Will anyone like to know what this is called? Is Is it Hungarian or Czech? It's known as a dongle grip. Well, I've heard it referred to as a dongle grip because it looks like a dongle. But yeah, and then this is East German. This type of stock, I believe. Um, but yeah, this was a common thing you see paramilitaries using in the north. This style of AK. Where have we gone? Hi Stan. Only while people are watching. I will be like a Rupert and hide behind a meat shield of the lower ranks. It is Romanian. Sorry, it's Romanian. Okay. So yeah, so that foregrip is known as a. It's got an interesting little name. Sorry. Oh, just gonna push my seat back a small bit because my brain gun box is right in front of me and gives my leg cramps sometimes because I can't stretch my legs out. But yeah, so there you go. Still, my favorite sound is the Thompson submachine gun. 1930s. Awesome. Daka, 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 daka. I do actually have a representation also of that weapon that you were talking about. If I can get it out because it's stuck between my mannequin's legs. Oh, there we go. There is the representation of that. 1 second there now. Wrap my hat on. All sliding all over the place. There we go. No. So, there we go. Thompson. M1, A1. You'll never take me live, coppers. YouTube. Control yourselves. Paperweight. Pew pew. Not a real gun. Representation. Green sticker means it has been okayed by the police force. Oh, so here we go. Still my favorite song. I got the foregrip reserved as well. Got the foregrip here. Got to have a brain transport case. I do have a transport case. My brain is World War II. Control yourself. Yeah, that's the one. Awesome reacted to. The green sticker is a good idea. Saves any hassle. Yeah, it does. The clatter of a heap of reenactor props falling all over is common. So many of us. Yeah, there's like 7 of them all propped up there together. Where have we gone? Oh, a green sticker. Old Bill went all out for that. They did actually, yeah. Sounds awesome. Correct. Chicago Typewriter. Yeah. Well, I have more than a Chicago Typewriter. I have. I don't think I've ever shown these ones actually. But they're complete copies as well. YouTube. You get a Suzette for that though. But yeah, so we have SA80 Mark 1 and TSA80 Mark 2. But yeah, so I don't think I've ever showed them. Bullpup design. This is the most common one that you will see around the 90s, 80s, and 90s in Northern Ireland. So that's why I have that one. That's it, really. Huh. I always found scratching the wallpaper with K98Ks whilst full of DDRT always seems to get the wife excited. I would love a K98K though. K98s, the original K98s, are very, very popular with the IRA during the War of Independence because they brought a lot of them home. A lot of them came home with them after the First World War, so they were all over the place. And Mark One stars or whatever you call them, we call them SMLEs. Lee Enfields, short magazine Lee Enfields, was probably they were the 2 most common rifles that you would come across for the War of Independence. Where have it gone? Only the fluted barrel one though. The newest one has a simplified bolt and a lower rate of fire. I'm not sure what you're on about now. Oh, for the Thompson, sorry. Sweet, I could spend days in your man cave. Oh, there's tons of stuff here. We've got to shoot off. Have a great weekend. See you later, buddy. Have a good one. I had British had a bulletproof rifle design in the 1950s. Think it was called the Irma. They didn't adopt it due to the standardization of NATO ammo. Yeah, I remember that as well, actually. SMLE was the rifle I fired in the CFC. Kick like a mule. Yeah, they do. Good evening, everyone. Greetings from Ukraine. Jesus, we're getting around, lads. Bullpup, yeah, Bullpup is the way to go, really. The style that the Irish Army use is Bullpup. Um, so, for Kenny, or for Jim, actually, I should say. Jim is getting all nostalgic. Here we go. This is actually a 10x. Again, YouTube, it don't go bang bang or it don't go pew pew. No breach. Um, so, there's my SMLE. A lot of work went into this. It's all been resanded, restocked. I did a bit of like weathering on the metal and stuff. Which so that's my SMLE or 303, depending whatever you want to call it. Now, I just need to get all the props propped against the wall. There we go. They're all propped now. Bullpup, Tata, steel no stand. Looks a good prop. It is a good prop. Took a bit of work actually to get it like that. I took all the stock apart, resanded it, reshaped it. I did a bit of sanding with the bayonet logo at the front of it, so it will fit a bayonet now. Strip one of those faster than I could take my spray back off in the day. Yeah, I mean, all you had to do was take out the bolt. That was all the stripping really of it. Can you still load and cycle rounds in Euro spec Enfields? There's two different types of DX. There's the old type, cock and click, and there is the welded shut version. Depending on what version you have, depends on what you can do with it. As far as I know, excuse me, as far as I know, the new ones won't do anything. So, like, if I show you, that's training round, 303 round. It won't even sit into the breech of this Denix. Doesn't sit in the magazine because the magazine is welded. But if it was to end up, there's no actual breech. So it only goes that far. That's it. So yeah. I must try it actually in the Bren gun to see what it's cycle. Would it actually? No, it wouldn't. There's no extractor. Oh, I had a record of 1 minute to strip an SA80 and put it back together. Very good. Oh, sorry, Mr. Rick. I would definitely buy some Denix weapons, but I believe under the VCR Act in the UK, you must have a defense to be a reenactor to own one. So it's DX and air gun replicas for me. That sounds stupid, really, to tell you the truth. But okay, if there's a law, there's a law. And magazine, there we go. There. I can't cycle rounds, even in the cock and click ones. There is a pin across the breech. Yeah, I knew that there was in some of them. It's pot metal. It's pot metal. Explodey. Yeah, it's pot. So pot metal and real ammunition go bang bang, go and you'll be missing your face. Oh, okay. Okay, the bit pants for Filmmaking. Denix Lee Enfield is pretty good replica. I also have one. What's the laws in Sweden in relation to DX firearms, things like that? Because here in Ireland they're very, very strict. So I'm just wondering, are they all this? You have to join again. Hello, hello. How are you? Welcome. Who's it? Kathleen. How are? Well, you're more than welcome to join the live stream. Um, as we said, we're here every Friday at 8 o'clock. We're literally just talking about DX and Denix's. Put my hat back on. If I'm going to have another drink. Stan has his drinking jacket. I have my drinking hat. Stan, why don't I just enlist you into reenactment group? Yeah, I mean, in fairness, Andrew was right. You don't actually have to go to shows. You could just tug along. You don't have to tug out, I suppose. Just pay your subs for the year, go along to the shows with the boys or whatever, and you can you have your card then to get whatever you need to get. I think it is ridiculous that weapons have to be deactivated. Sorry, but I am a responsible firearm handler, and I'm more than capable of wearing a drinking tunic. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't see the problem. Yeah, the defense thing isn't a great law. There's no one reenactors can own DX airguns replicas, but not an airsoft unless it's two-tone nor a Denix. That makes no sense whatsoever to me. So I mean, you can't own one of them, even though it doesn't do anything. It's airsoft. It literally like unless there's a battery in it, it's not going to even go bang bang pew pew. Um, Safety catches on for those of you in YouTube. They're having a canary right now, and it isn't even. Well, it was loaded, but it's not loaded because there's nothing in the magazine. They were already in the chamber. But yeah, there's no battery in it, so it's not going to go pew pew or pang pang. But you can have a two-tone one of these. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Then again, I'm not English. I haven't read the laws. I can always order a rifle for use then. Shh! Don't be talking like that on public domains. Nice reenactor prop. Yeah, I have a few reenactor props. They're all over here. Andrew, how would that work? As though I enjoy visiting reenactment shows, it probably is not something I could commit to giving the time to do. I would pay a subscription. Would I pay a subscription? Catapult can be deadly in the right hands. Yeah, exactly. Catapult can be deadly in the right hands. That could be deadly in the right hands. Um, so yeah, it's in the eye of the beholder. Why does that feel so light? I'm just after realizing that there's some difference in weight between the original or the Mark One, the Mark Two. Jesus. Yeah, but like that can be just as deadly as anything. Give one of them to somebody in the wrong hands. Best of luck to you. Where are we gone? Very strict about deactivated weapons. You need to have a collector license to keep them locked up, but no rules on replicas and airsoft. You must only be 18 years old. Okay, well, that's fair enough then. Blue like Chiefs plasters, catering core. uh, is there a joule limit? There is a joule limit in Ireland. There can only be one joule under 328 feet per second. I have a Soviet shotgun from 1917 something to keep the dogs and grey crows away from the lambs. That would do it. That would definitely do it, Podrick. Jim Timber 2, 4 cans of polished lager can be deadly in the wrong hands. Of Polish lager in the wrong hands can be deadly. Yeah, it can be. I was thinking about getting a replica Lee Enfield. Would it be worth it? And what is the quality? My one is fine. my Denix is fine. There's no problem with it. I did restain the stock on it, and I did a bit of weathering on the metal of it, but I was perfectly happy with it. Yeah, it was good. No hassle. Um, where have we gone? Yes, catapults can be excellent. Can exceed 20 feet per second, 20 plus FPS. Is that FPS? Bloody hell. John, pass on my email address to Stan. I will give him details. I will, no problem, no hassle. I might actually take him up on that offer, Andrew, and join up your group as well, just for the UK, for when I go over to shows and stuff that I have somewhere to go, really. My auntie from Cork had, oh, very cool. Slanoia. She used to hang it over her fireplace. Polish pump vodka is lovely stuff. Oh, plum vodka. I did with a buddy of mine who is Polish. We went to a friend's birthday one time, and the two of us got absolutely blotto on Bimber, apple Bimber. We were in ribbons after it. If any of you don't know what Bimber is, it's like moonshine, Polish moonshine. It's friggin' lethal. Oh yeah, that was bad actually. I'm nearly sick now thinking about it again. Not sure I could fund off Polish lager though. Andrew Johnson, thanks for that. Yeah, I'll send him on my your email, Andrew. No panic at all. Andrew's a good bloke actually. Stan, he's got me some bits and bobs over the past. So yeah, it's Jesus, it's 41 already. I didn't see military collectibles around tonight. Is he hiding or is he in tonight? I didn't see him. Um, hope he's okay. It's weird like when you see when you have the usual guys that pop in and pop out every now and again, and when you don't see them, you start to wonder. I wonder is he okay? There's probably nothing wrong with him, but I'm just saying. I still probably wonder is he okay. No, this is all the props put away to bed. Give us a hands up regarding the shows on that other island off our eastern shore, and we'll go. um, I there was one in January actually that I was looking to go to. Um, like you have the famous ones like War and Peace. People say don't go to it. People say do go to it. People say it is very expensive when you're if you want to buy anything because it is one of the big shows. Uh, so I don't know. I don't know what to try and do. Have any of you got recommendations of shows that are good in the UK to go to? Military Odyssey. Um, um, Jake Brown from the Jake Brown collection, which is on YouTube as well. If any of you want to go check him out, and he's got a podcast with Steve from Living History UK, um, which I am actually going to be on the next few weeks. But they've mentioned Military Odyssey. All right, they said it's a good show. Stonelock in June is well worth going. Melbourne 2, I haven't been to the man cave for a fortnight. I'll be giving it some hammering though. Odyssey is good. Okay. I enjoyed War and Peace, lots of drinking, lots of crack. Some good finds, two groups and items. Very good, actually. I might. See, I don't know. You see, you'd be afraid to go booking stuff, especially with COVID and how things are at here now in Ireland, because I could see the bloody government now locking up everything again. It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if I went to do it. Where in England is Odyssey, lads? I don't know actually. It's I wouldn't know where too much about England. War and Peace is okay. Had some good kills there. Very good. War and Peace is meant to be the biggest. I think is the biggest one, isn't it? It's all in the crack, Patrick. Jim, you're in Poland. Do they have military shows like military reenactments and stuff in Poland, or what's the scene like over there? Is it completely different to Ireland and England? Like in Ireland, you could probably count the amount of shows in Ireland on one hand. Possibly, yeah, definitely in one hand. Definitely in two, you'd count them. There wouldn't be that many. and unfortunately, some organisers, for some reasons, rather than have them on different weekends, will have them on the same weekend. So you have to pick and choose then what show you want to go to. Odyssey is in the Kent Country Showground in Dalton. Thanks, there, very good. Um, Odyssey, that could be one. Poland has some blinding vehicle shows. Okay, there was a big it was a Czech Republic though, if I remember correctly. I do remember some fellas saying that they wanted to go to a big, huge airsoft show that was on over there. Actually, I usually go to military shows when I'm after something and or items I'm after. I also like big antiques fairs, as my wife can come along, and she doesn't mind when I blow money at them. Yeah, yeah, I suppose that's a good point. Yeah, they are nuts about it. Always anti-German though, which I find hard, as my POW uncle was treated well by them. Your POW uncle, was he Polish and treated bad by the Germans or good by the Germans? I can't remember. You're Scottish actually, if I remember, living in Poland. So your uncle would be Polish, Scottish, and was captured by the Germans. Well, it's the same here actually as well. You see an awful lot of shows for some reason. There used to be one show in particular would not let German reenactors go to it, which was a bit stupid because you'd have all allies and no bloody Germans, which was a bit bad. One of the postage shows in one of the postage shows is on the beach. People bring their swimming vehicles out to play. Oh, cool. Um, do any of you remember that show? I don't know if it's still on. Combat Dealers. What do you think of that show? Because personally, I have a massive grudge about it. I have a huge grudge about it. Combat Dealers. Um, so I'm just going to see how you find it first before I start slating it. But yeah, Combat Dealers. I do like it. You do like Combat Dealers? Mm. I think he still on. Is it still on? I don't know. My uncle was in the Fourth Welsh West Lancs, captured by the Italians at Tobruk. He ended up in Germany, was near Dorsen, and was very well treated. But that's good. That's good to hear anyway. At least I heard of the Berkening War weekend where they make the Germans stay in town village away from Berkening. Oh, very good. Combat Dealers makes me spit. Bloke annoys me. My favorite bolt action in my collection is my 1903 Springfield soft air from G&G. High quality but very expensive, very fair to find second hand, at least in Sweden. Yeah, I don't see them here much neither, as I was very lucky to find one. I like watching the twins working most. Discovery Channel. Let's look it up. See, I do have Discovery Channel, I just don't see the one. They stay in Lasham. Dutch Medic. Dutch Medic, we haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? Hello, guys. I've been about for a while. I've been finishing at 9 for the last month. Oh, very cool. Well, we're here now. You're more than welcome. Got a photo from with Bruce. Funny lad, but I hated that the show was. It's an all repeats. Yeah, I like the way that they would recondition stuff um and bring stuff back to life, shall we say. But what used to bug me in the fact was that um like they made it so difficult for people like that. There were people got this thing in their head was that that there's still these massive that you can go out and buy a Panzer tank in someone's shed that's been hiding there for centuries or for years, and no one knows it's there, and you're going to pick it up for peanuts. Like everybody thought watching that show, or the vast majority of people that started watching that show were young people that were getting into the hobby and um, were a bit put off. The show put them off, or the show gave them the illusion of the way that the hobby was, which it wasn't in my eyes. But other than that, yeah, it was a good show, I suppose. Where it goes, I like watching the twins too, especially if they are female. I was watching Combat Dealers the other night. It's high end stuff that most of us couldn't afford. Exactly. And it's topical modern balls. Show all bang flash and how can we finish it on time? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that recap after ads is annoying. I am watching. I am watching. Becky is a nightmare of. It's all about profit with him. Yeah, it is all about the profit. But I suppose, I mean, if it's his business, I understand that too. There is in uh, all are all are his best mate, and he treats them like a lad's private party. It's a TV show after all. I don't think it's admitted many collectors. Yeah, he comes across as a cocky wild boy. Much prefer American Pickers. I don't watch American Pickers anymore. I don't watch American Pickers anymore. Actually, don't know why. Tactical lock and load are amazing. Sadly, or yeah, he did. He passed away. He died of a massive heart attack, didn't he? Robert Lee or Lee. Yes, posers and fancy dress. Um, so that's it. So guys, it's 10 to 9. We'll log off at 9. So if you have any final questions, queries, or anything that you want to ask before now and 9, feel free. Um, as I said, there will be a video coming up tomorrow, Saturday, and there will be one coming up on Sunday. One is off banner related, Northern Ireland Troubles related, and the other isn't. So there you go. So it is up to you to tune in and see. I'm not going to tell you what they are. It's going to be a surprise as always. Combat Dealers is contract. Yeah. All those reality shows, I suppose, are a bit. They're all, I don't know, staged. You were awesome, and always great to watch your live streams. Thanks very much. You're more than welcome to pop in. Pop in. Great stream. Lots learned. I'll be checking out Odyssey. Yeah, I'd probably check out Odyssey as well. But we're not done yet, lads. We still have another 5 or 10 minutes there before we log out. Um, I saw a superb film with Nita McGowan. She was sadly passed too. Bless her. Yeah, there's an awful lot of people dying lately. I don't know, is it because of COVID or whatever, as I put it. Do you think there is any Northern bank robbery money floating around? More than likely, there probably is. It's probably in Sulu bins buried somewhere, or wheelie bins buried somewhere in the Fermanagh Gap or somewhere like that. But there probably is money hanging around somewhere. Um, it's a bit like the IRAs when they, and not just the IRA, but the paramilitaries, shall we say, in general, when they decommission their firearms. Where did they all go? Because I know I'd say for a fact that some of them went sideways and went into people's sheds and private collections and things like that. Do you think there is any Northern? Howdy. Thunderman, hello, how are you? Well, if there is, could you send some my way? Yeah, exactly. I could do with some of it. Uh, like the Bay City Rollers, no one knows what happened to the money. Yeah, exactly. Film called Wildfire 2020. Check it out. Superb. I must look check it out actually. Yeah. That private RUC museum is at the back of an antique shops in Newtown Nards. It is close to the statue What do you mean? I must give that a look. Actually, I must give you an email during the week. Actually, Rifle Green, um, and we'll talk about doing that suggested video that you were mentioned, which is good. Um, I like that idea. I think it'd be a good idea to go and have a browse around that area. Would you kindly consider listing military shows and the likely items that might be on offer at each? I'm interested in all things medical. Uh, I could try and do. I could try and get shows if people that know of people that do talk or that are organising shows or anything like that. If they want to get in contact with me, and I suppose I could do a video on them maybe or an advertisement for them. Um, that's it really. That's the only way that I could do them because there's so many shows all over the country. It would be hard to do that way, but we can try and do it that way. That if anyone knows of a show that is being organised or whatever, if the advertisers want to email me or something, I try and do a video. With Wildfire is 2020 Irish drama thriller film created by Typewriter. It is about two reunited sisters who discover secrets from their mother's past in that area and a few stories as well. Yeah, that's perfect, mate. We'll definitely get in contact. We'll probably be the far side of Christmas now at this stage, but we'll definitely get in contact. Where are we going? I'll send you an email query. No problem. If you ever want to get in contact with the channel, the email is always on top of the video descriptions. Um, is how you can email me. Okay, we'll check it out. What's your favorite alcoholic tipple when you're looking over your war room? Guinness. I know of the cabin and meat military show. Unsure if they're going ahead this year. Yeah, I don't think they will be, but we'll wait and see. Have you seen Shadow Dancer? I haven't seen Shadow Dancer. I haven't seen Shadow Dancer. Carlo too. I might actually get up if the next time I'm up around that way. I might see if I can go get in contact with the Cabin Museum because they actually have a trench system out their back. See if I can do a video on that. Would be interesting. So, guys, it's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna head away and I'm gonna log off. So, have a safe weekend. Have a safe week, and I will see you all same time next Friday, 8 o'clock for the live stream. So, hope you enjoy yourselves. Shelves. Hope you enjoy yourselves.